The way we do this, there are no edits. And so since there are
Oh,
no edits, and if you don't want to cover something, say pass.
if
And
I don't
then
want to what?
if you don't want to answer something, say pass.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Are you ready, Miss Lady Rain?
I am ready, sir.
All right, here we go. What's up, world renowned family? Welcome to the 2-6. I am your host, Neil Oates Jr., and we have a very special guest with us today. It is Miss Rae Rajkumar, the songbird. I call her Songbird, and we'll get into why. Or you may know her or not know her, but you will as Lady Raen. Hello, ma'am.
Hello. Good evening, sir. How are you?
I am doing well, doing better now that you are here. Now, I'm excited about today because I'm going to get to know a little more about you, but then so is the audience. And I believe that there's a lot that we're going to learn from you, that we're going to pick up from you. But I would be remiss
Yes.
if I didn't start by saying one thing to you right now. Happy
Okay.
anniversary.
Thank you. And listen, I do not think this is by mistake that this happened on my anniversary. Like that's crazy.
Now, you
But
better come on.
we'll tell the people a little bit about that a little
No,
later.
no, no. We ain't telling them later now. They think that, they're like, oh man, that's so nice. It's her anniversary. No, they have no idea.
They have no
So
idea.
so first, just tell the people who you are, what you do, um, or what they need to know about you, and then we'll dive and dig a little bit deeper.
Okay, cool. So, my name is Rae Rajkumar, also known as Lady Raen, the Chosen Jewel, and I am a paparazzi independent consultant. I sell fabulous $5 jewelry and help people feel beautiful on the inside and the out without breaking their banks. So that's what I do.
All right, spoken like a true salesperson, but more importantly, spoken like a true entrepreneur. And so that's just going to get us right into the heavy lifting right now of
Yes.
this time that we're together. And so what I wanted to do with this platform, I really wanted to get my audience um, introduced and exposed to people that they should know, right? And I believe that from our meeting, and there are no accidents, just like our meeting, right? And we will get
Oh,
to that a little later. But
yes.
but I started by saying happy anniversary. What anniversary is today?
My gosh. So today is exactly 1 year. So 1 year ago on this day, I embarked on the journey of being an entrepreneur and owning my own business. And I am just amazed. I'm amazed at where I am, who I'm becoming, and the way in which I'm evolving. And yeah, so I am 1 year in and I am enjoying the ride with all the bumps and the bruises, but it also has some good parts too. So,
Okay, so now let's make this clear for the audience and for the people watching or listening to this. So you chose to be an entrepreneur. You're like, okay, now's the time where I want to leave my deal, right? Is that the way
yeah,
this worked, or just give us, because I want the people to know
yeah.
that they see you and they see the energy and the fabulousness, right? And they're thinking, man, she was just bold and she went after this, but it's not always what we choose that happens. Is how we respond or how we choose to respond to this thing called life. So a year ago, we were in the
Absolutely.
midst of this thing called the vid, right?
Yes.
Smack in the middle. So could you just tell us a little bit about what got you to the entrepreneurial part of your journey?
Absolutely. So I had the privilege and the honor of working in corporate America for the past 15 years. And then COVID hit, dun, 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 right? COVID hit, and I was furloughed. And I'm like, what does that mean? So I'm kind of like, I'm still part of the company, but I'm not on payroll, but I'm still part of the company. So it was very, it was very, it shook me a little bit. Like I was in my feelings. I'm not even going to lie to you. I was in my feelings about it for a bit. But I didn't stay there long. And I think that's the beauty of this thing. So I realized that, wow, you have been, kind of working towards someone else's vision for all of these years. And you put all your eggs in one basket. And I really didn't have a plan B. I really didn't have anything to fall back on. So when I was furloughed and then eventually laid off because they eliminated the position, um, I realized that I needed another stream of income. And I bet on myself. I bet on myself, and I became an entrepreneur within 2 weeks of the first day that I was told that I was being furloughed. And I took a leap. I literally took a leap because it wasn't something that I thought about before. You have people that are like, oh, I can't wait. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to own my own business. I don't want to work for anyone. That was not me. I was happy in the corporate world, doing the running up the corporate ladder, making up relationships. And, I was handed a different hand, and I had to do something with that. And I chose not to just sit there. So
Now, you mentioned that you were climbing up the ladder, right? And I think that this is something that's important for so many people who are listening to this to understand. You were moving in the right direction. You were doing
oh yeah.
all of the right things, being told all the right stuff, seeing the
Yes.
right things, and then something outside of your control hit.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
and is it safe to say that you didn't enjoy that moment? You didn't enjoy the feeling. I'm sure at some point you were like, do these people know who I am? Because when I say that
Yes. Do you know who I know? And do you know what I've done to get here, and the relationships that I have, and the work that I've done, and the reputation that I've created for myself? What do you mean? What do you mean I am being furloughed, right? Because when you're having that conversation, you're having it with the HR person. So none of the people that you've worked with and have those high relationships with are in the room. Okay. So this would definitely make someone be, as we say today, in their feelings. I was deep in my feelings. I was like, what is happening? What is going on? I need somebody to tell her who I am.
Lady Rain, guess what? Someone did tell her who you were. That's how you ended up in her office, right?
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
something that you mentioned, you said you didn't stay there long in those feelings, feeling, betrayed, feeling hurt, feeling doubtful,
Yes.
questioning. So you didn't stay there. If I could just ask you, what was it that, not made you, but what was it about you or the situation where you said, I can't stay here. I've got to get up. I've got to do something else.
Hmm. Well, I mean, first and foremost, okay, in all honesty, bills, right? Because COVID or not, the bills don't stop coming. And then, of course, my family, my children, like just knowing that I have people that are depending on me. And then not only that, I think the next thought process was you don't have a choice. And then that's how I lived my life. I have always lived my life. I didn't have a choice. I can't stay in the valley long. You have to be able to take charge and do something. And I realized that I do have the power to change the circumstances of my life, and that is something that I've held on to. And so I didn't want to stay there. I wanted, and I had realized I had made the grave mistake of, again, putting all my eggs in one basket, and relying on this one thing to make sure that not only paid the bills, but it paved the way for my future. It would allow me to do the things that I needed to do in my everyday life with myself, my spouse, my family, all of that. And I didn't have that anymore. So kind of, you look down and you realize, man, I've lost my footing. What's next? And so I had to get there real quick.
Okay, now, as you're going through this and figuring it out, so happy anniversary yet again, right? Just want to
Thank
make
you.
sure
Thank you.
that so this is a day to celebrate. But
Yes.
you mentioned that like you learned some things about yourself. You became
Hmm.
like who you've become looking
Yes.
back a year ago, right? So
Yes.
so who were you a year ago compared to who you are now? Is it totally different? Do you see and be like, oh yeah, I always saw this, or you're like, whoa, I'm blown away. I never thought that this would be possible.
So there's a little bit of both, right? There's a little bit of both. I've always been a bit of a go-getter. I've always been very personable with the ability to interact with people on different levels and things like that. That's great. Um, that's always been there. But having my own business, one that was totally far-fetched for me, you know, and the realization, I think that you have vision inside of you.
Mm,
That was a revelation. That was an aha moment for me. And I'm like, oh, okay. And it's okay for you to be passionate because, especially as females, we get to know a lot about the wants and needs, desires of the people around us, the people that we're close to and we love and we work with. And so many times we don't tap into that for ourselves. And so I realized, wow, you have vision. You can do this. You know what I mean? You have something that you can build, and you have ideas and you can leverage all of the stuff that you learned through those 15 years of being in corporate America, and you can build your own vision. You can build something for yourself. Now, that social media stuff, that's where we're on the other end of the spectrum as well, right? Because, like I said, I have always been able to engage and be social, but one on one, right?
uh-huh.
So, enter Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. I was the epitome of oblivious. Okay. I had, so think about it. A year ago, I had zero social media presence. I didn't have a following. I didn't know what that was. I wasn't um privy to posting and hashtags and all of these powerful
Ray,
tools and
hold on.
algorithms. Like,
I
what?
just want to say, go ahead and tell the people that you're 90 years old, please.
know. I know. I'm just glad I don't look like it. Hey now.
Okay,
um,
so as you're going through this, and so
yeah.
just so that people can know, you had none of this stuff a year ago. You had no idea what to do, but you know that you had to do something. And
Yes.
fast forward to now, I know that the way you create your living and this atmosphere that you're in
Yes.
is through social media,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So tell me what happens, or tell me just about that process and the transformation of learning what to learn so you can know, and then what you don't know, and who you're asking and how you're trying to figure out. Are you
Yes.
trying to figure out everything before you take the first step? Are you taking a step and failing as you go? Because a lot of people were in the same situation that you were in, and they're still there now because they
Yeah.
don't know what to do. So if you could just
Yes.
shed some light on that, I would appreciate it.
Absolutely. I think the step that I took was learning to open my mouth,
Mm.
learning to leverage the resources around me, and actually to change the perspective of how I was looking at things. Because so many times we have people even in our immediate circles that we don't really look at as a resource. Everyone and everything is a resource. It's an opportunity to learn. It's an opportunity to gain. It's an opportunity to develop. And so we just have to position ourselves in a way where we learn to leverage that and take any and every opportunity, to ensure that we are learning and we are utilizing those resources to get what we need. Now, notwithstanding the power of Google, right? The
The
power of
Google.
YouTube, right? Because back in the day when they said, "Okay, Ray," they told little Ray, "You got to do, a book report." And my mama and now, we only had books A through L, and so my book report had to be in between them letters. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm saying that to say, it was limited. It was very limited back then, right? And so now you have the power of Google and YouTube and social media. So again, it is just a matter of changing the perspective and learning to open your mouth, because guess what? You will be better for it.
Mm-hmm.
I am now better for it, because instead of being timid, or instead of saying, "Oh, he don't want to hear about what I got to say," Neil wanted to hear what I had to say, and he is, my mentor today, and I'm thankful to say that.
Don't be telling people that, girl. You better stop. You gonna get
He
all us
may
in
not
trouble.
look, he may not know he's my mentor, but he's my mentor.
Okay, so right here, because you mentioned that there, like, you were timid, right?
Mhm.
Like, was that really you?
Yeah, I think so. Because in life we learn to put up these masks, right? We pretend to know everything
Mm,
because not knowing, we've been conditioned to believe that not knowing is not good. Not knowing is going to maybe make you an outcast, or people aren't going to trust you with the work that they have because, oh, she don't know. She doesn't know. So why would we give it to her?
mhm.
Instead of understanding that everyone has a learning curve, no matter what. Now we do all, now I like to say I have a special set of skills, right? I have a special set of skills that are very transferable, across industries. However, in any industry that I will go in, there's going to be a learning curve, right? And so yeah, I think that, yeah, that's
So
my answer.
here's why I have a problem when you say the timidity and being timid and who you
Yeah.
were, because now we see Lady Rain, the
Yeah.
chosen jewel, right? And we hear I have a special set of skills and
Yes.
all of this, and the circumstance in which we met, right? And
Hmm.
so I saw from the very first interaction, I'm like,
Okay.
man, this is a star. And that's
Woo!
why as we get to know and we dive and dig a little bit deeper, I'm like, what? You were shy, you were timid. So I'm just going to go ahead and let the people know
Yeah.
how we met. So we were at
Okay.
this real estate event, and you were on the schedule to sing, right? So
Yes.
you were a part of the program, and I was one of the VIP special invited guests that was supposed to sit at the head table. Well, the people who put on the function, they didn't get the memo that I was a VIP guest, like legit. I know you guys think I'm playing.
Right.
And they didn't get the
Don't.
memo that Rae, who is singing and on program, that we might need to have some seats at the head table. So where do we end up sitting? In the very back of the room next
I
to
mean, the
each.
back to the back, like the back of the chairs were touching the wall, y'all. We're not exaggerating at all.
And for me, that's one of those things, us believing in God, like God don't make no mistakes, right?
He
And
sure
from that,
doesn't.
time to now, I sit here and we joke about butter and about you being a songbird and singing, and them not bringing you food until it's time to sing, and you don't know when. Well, hey, well, if you don't want to sing, it's okay. Well, I'm here now. I haven't eaten for an hour and a half, and you're gonna tell me now I don't have to sing? No, I'm getting up there and I'm gonna sing.
Yes.
So I just wanted to share that, but that just shows me, and it makes me want to remind people, is that when you do what you're supposed to do, things are
Hmm.
gonna line up, right?
Yes.
Even when we don't
Yes.
see, even when we don't understand how they are going to
Yes.
work out. So I have some questions for you that I just want to tackle really quickly, because
Okay.
in
Can I say
everything.
one other thing
Oh,
about the timidity part?
what if I say no? Are you gonna not say it since you're timid?
Nope.
No.
I'm
Yes,
not
you
going to
got
say. I'm going
you.
to be obedient.
No, you got the floor. Go ahead.
I really just wanted to add that because we tend to be very confident in our area of gifting. When we realize what our gift area is, we're going to be confident there. The timidity comes in when you don't have that same confidence when you're going and starting to dip your toe into other places.
Mhm.
And so that has been a real eye opener for me within the last year with this entrepreneurial journey, in that I can, right? I am feeling every day more and more confident, even in the things that I don't know, because I know they're attainable. I know I
Mhm.
can figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have to figure it out by myself.
Come on.
Right. So I'm getting more confident, even in the areas that I can't see everything and know everything, because I know that.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
So, question number one:
Yeah.
what's the best piece of advice you've ever received?
Wow. Um, the best piece of advice that I've ever received, I would have to say to give yourself grace.
Do you
and
remember who gave that to you?
to be gentle. Oh my gosh, who gave me that?
Now, don't
I don't.
attribute. Okay, good. Cause don't attribute that to somebody else. They be like, no, I
Right?
didn't. Ray, I gave you, and then all of a sudden y'all
Somebody
got
feelings
custody
be
back.
hurt.
Y'all got a
We're not
custody
going
battle over.
there.
Y'all got a custody battle over the best piece of device. So give yourself grace and be
Yes.
got it.
Be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. We don't know everything. We
Mm,
can't know everything.
got it.
So yeah.
What's your greatest accomplishment up to this point in your life?
Mhm.
What would you consider your greatest accomplishment?
Hands down, my three children, my three grown adult children, with the last baby that's going to graduate from college, and I don't ever, 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 ever have to fill out a FAFSA form again in my life. Hallelujah. They are my biggest accomplishment to date. I am speechless when it comes to my offspring. They are doing so well. They're in different parts of the world. They are owning their lives, their dreams. They are they're beautiful human beings that are contributing to society, that are God fearing children. They've given me not a moment's trouble, like not a moment's bit of trouble in their years of living. And I'm thankful. I'm thankful to God.
Okay, so what do your babies say about mama over the past year? Have that are they seeing a different mom?
They are. They are. So first of all, they can't believe I'm on social media, right? So that's the first thing. They can't believe I'm on social media. And actually, my daughter has said to me several times, um, she's loving being able to witness my evolution
Mm,
and my freedom in becoming who I am, enjoying who I am, loving who I am,
wow.
embracing who I am. Yeah, because it wasn't something I did. It wasn't something I did. I was so worried about everybody else. And I never really tapped into me, you
So
know?
how much does that mean to you as a mom? Because you just talked about the challenges of women, right?
Mhm.
Like we have permission to be us, to be
Yes.
100% unapologetically me. So what does that
Hmm.
mean for you as mom, as woman, to hear your daughter say, "Mom, I see you living. I see you doing this." So
Yes.
now you're leading by example. I'm sure that just fills your heart up.
It does. It absolutely does. And what I realize is that, even when I left their father, I didn't even leave for me. I left because I knew I needed to make a better life for them.
Hmm.
And I didn't really realize the impact at that time. But my daughter can say that to me today because I gave her that example. So for her to, repeat this kind of stuff back to me, because she's always like, she especially has always been a very free spirit. And so she's always looking at me like, what's wrong with this lady? Like, why is she not, she the one taught me, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just loving to hear, and it's almost like a sounding board, right? You're getting it right back. You're getting it right.
Come
It's like a
on.
handball court. You hit it out there and it can come right back to you.
Now,
So it
hold on,
warms my
Ray.
heart.
Now I know you're a bowler. Do you play handball too?
I used to play handball back in the day.
Man, so
Yeah.
so so let me ask you, when someone says Ray is a
Mm-hmm.
former athlete or an athlete, which one is it?
Woo! I'm gonna say former athlete because I played it all. I played handball, I played basketball, I played flag football, I played touch football, I played co-ed football. I love football. Did I mention that? I
Yeah.
played tennis. I was an avid tennis player. So I was definitely an athlete. I played soccer. Yeah.
But but you say former. So
Because all I'm doing, like, I don't do those things today. I'm not as active today. I do my bowling now. Listen, just came back from state tournament. I cleaned up. So I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself.
now how I saw the post on social media because you're on there, right?
Yes.
How did you do?
I did extremely well. And so the tournament is not done yet. So basically, it's a 1 month tournament. Every weekend in the month of May, different squads go and they bowl. So at the end of the month, or really beginning of June, they're going to compare everybody, all of the squads. And then they're going to start payouts and recognitions and stuff like that. But I can tell you, we have one more weekend left in May. And as of right now, I am number 2 out of 600 people.
Come on. I
And
told
it's an
y'all,
all female. It's all female, by the way.
man, I told y'all when I met her, I knew she was a star. Come on, somebody. I be telling everybody, man, y'all know I know her. Look at my phone, man. I got a text message. It ain't nothing but an emoji like question mark, like who this new phone, right?
You know what? Stop it.
Okay, so just segueing now, so the bowling, you talked about being an athlete, and I know that in life we've made mistakes, right? And so we don't want to highlight the mistakes, but we want to learn from the lessons. So let me ask
Mhm.
you, what's a mistake that you made that has taught you the most?
I think early on as kids, I think lying, not being forthcoming.
Mm,
Um, and what that taught me is that, and my brother is a big help in this. But what that taught me was that telling the truth and being forthcoming is not as hard as we tell ourselves it is.
mm,
We spend all this energy like, oh my God, and you're thinking of the lie, and then you got to think of the lie that's going to support the lie, and then you know what I'm saying, and not even that far, not you don't, it doesn't even have to go as far as lying, but even withholding information. So that's why I say more so forthcoming.
mhm,
Um, Being upfront is so far less painful than we think it is. Because when you are upfront with someone, when you give them the information, the details, they know where you are, they know where you
mm.
stand. There's nobody, you're not, I'm not going to pull any punches on you because I've already shown you my cards. You
Right.
know what I mean? And so, yeah, just being forthwith, just being forthcoming.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I've got one more question for you, and this is a heavy question. And then we're going to get into some fun stuff.
Okay.
When Lady Rain, the chosen jewel, is no longer on this earth, no longer on this
Ooh,
planet, what do
boy.
you want said about you?
I want people to say that I inspired them, that I was impactful, um, that I was a genuine person, that I cared about people. Yeah, yeah. I want something to live on. I want that to live on about me. Um, because in essence, to me, that's the best gift that you can give
Hmm.
someone. If you've done something in even in the smallest way to impact their lives and make it better or make them better, I think that's the greatest gift anyone can ever give you.
Good stuff. All right. Well, first of all, I just want to go ahead and say thank you for just sharing a piece of you with us. I can't wait to do this again. So there are a few people who
Yes.
have been on because the 26 minutes flies by so quick, right?
Yes.
So now we're going to do a series of rapid fire questions. Just give us the answer
Okay.
as quickly as you can.
Okay.
Now, I do want to tell you there are no edits. So if you say something that you shouldn't, be like,
Okay.
we know what's in her heart because it just came out of her mouth. Here we go. All right, you ready, ma'am?
Yes, sir. I'm
All
ready.
right. Favorite color,
Orange.
favorite food,
Pizza.
favorite number,
5.
Superman or Batman?
Batman. Okay,
Oh,
sorry.
you talking about classic
I'm back.
Batman? Like
I'm back. Yeah, that was
okay, you
classic.
back.
The
All right.
ooh, boom, pow. Yeah, that's me all day.
So that's how you spent your nights watching that.
Yes.
All right. Mickey Mouse or Bugs Bunny?
Bugs Bunny,
A nickname that only your family calls you.
Rachel.
Do we want to
Yeah.
elaborate?
So my godmother, when she saw me, she was beautiful. My baby, my goddaughter, she's beautiful. Told my mom, why would you name her Ray? That's a boy's name. We don't like that name. She renamed me Rachel. Hello.
Period. That's it.
Right. Which is longer than my given name. So that's so backwards, but
So
that's
Rae is your given name.
it is.
Rae. That's it. Not short for
That's it.
anything.
Nope. That's it. It's Rae, Rae. And my
Rae.
godmother was very upset that my mother named me that. How you gonna get this baby that boy name?
Oh man. Okay. Here we go. One talent you don't have that you wish you did.
Oh gosh, one talent I don't have that I wish I did. Ooh, gosh. that's hard.
Because you got so many talents, right? Because you do it
Yes.
all. Because you can sing, right?
Yes.
Do you play any instruments?
Yes, piano. I used to play clarinet. I dabbled in percussion, drums. So yeah.
But before you give your answer, I think you're like a black female Forrest Gump.
What does that even mean?
Because you know how you remember the movie Forrest Gump, right?
I
Where
do.
he did everything. He played ping pong. He fought in the war. He was a shrimp boat
He
captain. He
did.
met 17 presidents.
He
He's run
did.
across the country. And so when I'm talking to you, you're like, oh,
He
I have
did.
adult kids. I was in corporate for 15 years. I played all of these sports. I sing. I play instruments. Oh, I've been president of the United States twice in two different, like,
Really?
now, I'm just saying that's how it gets back. And then we look at Forrest Gump, be like, dude, you're 30. How did you get all this stuff done in this
Right.
time frame?
Right.
So
Right.
you're not off the hook.
Oh gosh.
The one talent that you don't have that you wish you did.
The one talent I don't have that I wish I did. Oh gosh. Drag racing.
What's this? Just
That's corny?
no,
Is
I'm
that
just
corny?
asking. No, I'm just asking because you threw it out there. Like, yeah, I wish I could drag race. So
Yeah. I wish, yeah. I would like to drag race, do a little Formula One, driving down
okay.
95 and not be scared of the crazy people that's around me.
Oh Lord. Okay. One thing you can't live without.
Oh my gosh. One thing I can person, place, thing, like what we talking about?
Hey, I'm throwing it out there. You catch it how you want to. Throw it back to me.
Love. I cannot live without love.
Favorite movie?
Ooh, The Blind Side.
Really? Oh, I forgot you love football. But
Yeah.
really?
You know what? Because the mom in that movie, everybody that knows me is like, that's you. That's you. I used to walk on the field, talking to them coaches about my kid, like, listen. But see, the difference between me and some of the other moms is that I really knew what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Now hold on now. So you were the mom that was walking on the field talking
I was
to the
also
coaches.
a coach. I forgot. I used to coach football
See,
too.
Forrest Gump. There we go. You know what you should do with the chosen jewelry? You should have a Forrest Gump line of jewelry. I don't know what it would look like. It should just be something that
A
says, hey,
smorgasbord.
this is my inner being. I want a necklace or a ring with a little shrimp on there.
Oh, wow.
Maybe something that shows that you run across country. Maybe something that has the fact that you fought in the war, ping pong paddle, all of that, because you have
You're
done.
onto something.
See,
I
I'm
like
saying
that.
we turn thoughts into actions faster. All right, now
Yes.
question before we get to the final. This is supposed to be rapid fire. You see, we just got
I know we
sidetracked.
went off to the left, right, center,
But
all that.
I know you were going on the field talking to the coaches about your kids. Were the
Mm-hmm.
boys any good?
Oh my gosh, yes. My boys were really good. As a matter of fact, one of them is still playing. He's in the NCAA and he is an NFL hopeful. He's going to actually try out in, I think, at the next combine. However, he's gambling what he should do because of the whole COVID thing, but he's already got some offers overseas.
Okay, good stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that you're not one of those mamas that's out there on the field, know your stuff, but your kid is horrible.
No,
Right?
my
They be like,
kids,
you
no.
could
My
be
kids
coach.
was beasts, honey.
Be like,
My
you can
both
be
of them.
coach, but don't be out here. Your kid is garbage. Now we
Yeah,
can
no,
get you
both
on
of
the
my kids are
staff.
beasts.
We can get you on the staff, but your kids got to transfer out. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay.
My younger son, he's a beast. He runs through people fast like lightning. And the other son, he was a quarterback. He had a 30-yard arm right in the breadbasket, right there. Just
Uh,
accurate.
oh Lord. Okay. Final question. Favorite book?
Oh, my favorite book. Oh, that's got to be I think I can't remember the name of it. I want to say I'm not going to say that one because I can't remember the name properly. Um, but Daring Greatly by
Okay.
Brene Brown.
Brene Brown. Brene Brown.
Yeah.
And I'm not surprised that you said Brene Brown and Darren Greatly because she is a
Really?
woman's woman. She's a leader's leader. And
Yes,
I mean, she just inspires so many people. So good stuff.
she does. She does.
Lady Raen, the chosen jewel. Thank you so much for taking time to be with us on the 2-6. I'm serious. I can't wait to do this again because we didn't even get into the good stuff.
Yeah, we didn't scratch the surface, but I'm thankful that you even thought of me to ask. It has been an honor and a pleasure. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for this platform. It's great.
Absolutely. And everyone, we're going to have Rae's contact info on the screen underneath her name popping up right now. So be sure you guys go in, check out her jewelry line, follow everything she's doing. She has incorporated singing into her shows, into her live shows on the Facebook Live. So if for no other reason, go on, listen to the Songbird, listen to her singing, just some fun things there, and then make sure you go in and snatch some of the jewelry,
Yes,
right?
snatch.
Snatch, right? And so I did
Yes.
that on one of her shows. I thought I was going to sneak in the back door and be quiet, and she called me out, and
Nope.
then I said snatch, and then somebody like, oh, the men say that too, and I'm like, huh? And so I just typed it in there 2 or 3 more times. Yes, we in here supporting amazing people,
Yes.
supporting amazing
Yes.
entrepreneurs, and so I just can't wait to see what the next few months and years hold. And I'm going to be waiting on my piece of that pie from the bowling tournament that we're about to win.
Yes, sir. I got you.
Okay. All right. Love you, ma'am. Take care. Thank you so
I love
much.
you. Thanks. All right.